be part of the family, Jungle Yard, coming through and then, having a vibe all the time. So if you see me on the Jungle Yard TV and all the Face TV and all them TV there, if you know that I came through in the house. This is your favorite man, Linguakat, dancehall reggae artist. I mean musician in the whole because I could do anything, I could try and sing everything, so I call myself a musician. And then I'm a vocalist by profession, strictly vocalist. So I write, compose, basically using my voice to do my thing. And then the lyrics that I put out there. So Linguakat, yeah, that's me. And it's been a journey, coming from where we began and then where we are right now, where actually we've built, so much coming through from the 90s up to today, the 2023s, whereby music has been dynamic and music has evolved. If you take the content that we used to consume when we were around the 15 years old, when it was about 1995, you could tell that there's been a difference because I grew up listening to people like Cutteranks, Buju Banton, Shaka Demus, Pliers, big artists. I knew that they had so much talent, Super Cat, and then Messless and a whole lot. So, we've been coming through from that spot where you had Ninja Man, you have Shabaranks, you have Buju Banton and a lot. That's where I come from, You have Barrington Levy. I mention all this because, yeah, you need to have a foundation. There's nothing wrong you actually tapping into somebody's culture or tapping into somebody's vibe or tapping into something that you can relate to. Because Jamaica or Africa or Ghana or whatever, we have the black man thing. So, yeah, we have our PGO, right. But, sometimes you have a swing. And if you're best with it, it gives your talent something else. So, yeah, bless up that vibe. That's where we came from, and now we're 2023. So, yeah, I'm blessed to have been through all these generations coming forth and then being a songwriter, composer myself, the experience that I've had, as a whole. It's been amazing. It's been a journey that, it's worth all the living, going through my first professional studio recordings from Association Records and then, having a chance now to record with other record labels because then the talent was growing. Previously, I did collabos that came up quite early, 1990, with Torture, Me and My Hard World, that was on telly, for quite a long time. So, yeah, it has been musically since the 90s to today. And that's why we've built that catalog and then that portfolio whereby people can just identify us and then relate to, when it comes to music and then dance or reggae as a journal. So, yeah, big up yourself. If you know me, Linguakat, Linguakat. Kaboom. Kaboom Nation is the family. Remember that. Okay. Right. So you have to always start from the foundation. If you want to build a story and you want people to really vibe with a story, you have to build a foundation. So this is where it starts from. The whole thing starts from Association Records, High Grade Family. That's why I say big up High Grade Family, big up Rodney King. Man, massive, that guy gave us and exposure to so many things. So big up Rodney King, big up Samini yourself, everywhere you're there, your thing shot still, Big up Ja Amba, yo, Ja Light, you don't know, your thing shot. Big up all the man, them AK, Rasbigi Achi, Sa, big up Tony Pan, and big up Nasabuta, all the lots that were in when we were actually founding the High Grade Family, I always bring up these names because I'm not selfish. I wouldn't say High Grade Family is I alone that built it. No, it's a foundation thing. It's a family thing. So if I big up the lot that were into it, then you know where it's coming from. Asasiasi is also foundation because it's the best studio. Why I always bring Asasiasi in is because he actually opened up his studio for me. I was dude with Jaamba, who were Zionite. So our first big recording that we did was Behold. And then it was big, We had a video for Behold. You could check it out on YouTube. Behold, Zionite. And then you'll be amazed about the lyrics and content that were, were then, even till date, So Zionite, Asasiase, that's the Beth Rock, and then High Grade Family. Then Extra Large Family comes into the picture, right? Because Extra Large is a different entity but then affiliated with High Grade. Why affiliated with High Grade? Because Samini is like in with Jam Master J, and Jam Master J has a record label that is Extra Large Music. So Extra Large Music has artists that are labeled artists, and then one is Kaki, the other was Jada Sparkles. So this is how I bopped into them. I'm there because of High Grade Family. We had this rhythm writing thing that we used to do. Rhythms were brought out and we jumped on it, was produced and was promoted. Big up Samini Music for always having I've done those things to make sure that our careers never went, any other way. So big up. That time we had the Stone Boys coming through to Association Records, Samini Music, So we had a lot down the foundations where it began, Then Extra Large, like I told you, came in. So now we're afflicted with Jam Master J. Now Jam Master J, this is where the Jam Master J thing comes in. They have an artist called Kaki. They have a song called Ewu. So they said, High Grade Family, we can have a remix. So Samini has his remix, Amber and then Zionite, Linguakat has their remix, Stoneboy have theirs, and they're promoting it. Then Samini tells Jam Master J, like, you know what? I think Linguakat will be the best man to get Kaki the lyrics that she needs as a dancehall artist we're trying to put out to kill the market. That's where I come in the picture. So every time when I have this opportunity, I say big up Jam Master J for actually believing in what Samini told you and then actually giving me the space and the time to come into your studios and then make your beat into a song. You understand? Because you give me the beat, I will put up the lyrics, you tell me what you want, and then I cook it and I serve it. So now I've done the song, and the song, Kaki will come. Then we have to rewrite the song for Kaki. Then she has to learn every note and every word back to back, make sure it's complete, and then she records, and the songs are out. But it wasn't like I was put on a contract base, like I had a paper that was signed under my name, and then he signed a split sheet. I didn't even know what split sheet was. I was just so innocent to what the copyright system was. I thought I wanted to also give out my best. Through that, I will get fame, I will get popularity like every artist deserves and then wants, so that you can catch your market and sell your songs for. So I was in twos, So the first song I ever wrote for Kaki was Too Much. Me a the girl when me too much. When me step in at the club, me a too much. When me want it up, them about too much. You see? So that's the first song that I wrote for Kaki. And that's how the whole thing started. I'm there, Jam Master J comes to my house, pick me up and tells me, yo, Lingua, the girl, we need a song that will blow her. We need to do a song and it's titled Too Much. So the beat is ready. Just go there, sit by it, create the song, bring the song alive. I'll record you. I'll let you put the whole song down. So when the girl comes, what she will do is karaoke. She will listen to what you have. We'll rewrite the lyrics that you have for her again. Let her get acquainted with it. And then she goes in the book, you're saying that, Jam Master J, and then we do, and then the song is done. So, Too Much came out. And then it was 3 verses. I did 3 verses. And they were playing on YFM. All of a sudden, the song was getting big, so they needed a video to go with it. So they actually came back and said, the video director said that the song was too feminine. No, it was too masculine. So they needed to let the girl sing. I didn't even know that they had already gone on the song and allowed Stoneboy to now come on the song and wave out lyrics from my lyrics and make out a song. Because you can hear, if the old song is played, the first song is played full out, you can hear actually Stoneboy just redirecting some of the lyrics in the verses. Even though they left about 2 verses for me, my own clean verses, the first few verses, you could see the twist that was brought on the song. Then Samini came from UK, right? He comes, he listens to the song. The first one, the song is powerful, is good. Then he puts his voice as the intro. Yeah, whatever, Kaki, yeah, she bad and that, and then it comes out. So now the song is already out, it comes back and it goes out again. That's where it started. Then I do DC Turn Up. Then I did Top Girl. I did a couple of songs, right? Like 8 songs. 4 of them came out, which is DC Turn Up, Top Girl, and then Too Much. Toffee Pantang, right? Where you hear Obolobo small skin tighty, Nuwe, okay, it's small skin tighty. That's a hook that I built for a song called Bumper Dumper for Khaki. Unfortunately, they didn't use the Bumper Dumper song, so they had to just cut the hook that was there, the Obolobo, and then put it on Samini's song that he had written for Khaki on the Toffee Pantang. So the Toffee Pantang and then my hook. To date, even on that song, I'm not getting credit on it. They've actually hidden my name. But the song that was taken in and out of the studio has Samini, Stoneboy, and Linguakat. To today. That's what they've done on the song. Now I have an interview. Then I'm asked, oh, Linguakat, what are your credibilities? What have you put in the industry? Then I mentioned, oh, I'm the songwriter for Khaki. And then it becomes something else. I get a rebuttal telling me I'm not the only songwriter on the song. Why am I in a rush to claim song ownership? When actually I had made a song that is popular and is on the street and is playing. So this is where the Khaki incident comes through. And every time I've been out there trying to talk about this, Jamas Ajay takes it personal. Forgetting the work that I did. You know, he's taking the thing so personal, he gets so bitter for me claiming what I deserve, my work. If you listen to all my interviews, I give credit to everybody that helped in every way along the way, because I cannot be greedy and say I did this. This Turn Up Fully song is mine. And that's not the only song. I did one for Jada Sparkles. They had an artist called Jada Sparkles. She was also a female artist in Extra Large. And if you can remember the song, Bossu, Send Me Bad Under the Race, Becca Tune, Boss in Your Fears, Bossu, Send Me Bad Wicked and Bad, Boss Man, Send Me Bash in Your Yard, Bossu. That's one big song in Ghana. But it was a rap song, and then I did a hook on it for the girl. So, I mean, if you go into why today we don't even have a dancehall female artist, I would say, apart from Ebony being independent, Khaki is not. Right? She's not there. Now she can't even own her own song. The song that she performed is being taken off from her. Then I that wrote and then birthed the song, I have never earned a penny, received any proper recognition. Even what I'm doing is being taken off from me. You know, and when you have opportunities like this and then you say what you have to say, people take bitterness and have feelings. But yo, the right thing will be done, and it has to be done. And that's why I always keep voicing out the truth. Everybody that played a part in the Khaki incident is because High Grade Family and Extra Large had that, you know, bond, and then they talked. But if I didn't put up any contract, it doesn't mean I have to be cheated or I need to be excluded. I'll not go out there and say Stoneboy wrote too much, because he did not. I birthed the song. You can't tell me you changed my windows of my house, so you are the what? You are part of the. Come on. You know. So that's the bit about the Khaki incident with the Jam Master Jay issue that has been lingering from 2012 to date. One thing is that, seriously, I think the right thing needs to be done, and the right thing would depend on how the other party is receiving this message in this whole bohaha. Because if it goes too much, maybe my kid will have to come in and fight for it when everything has been intellectually protected. Because what is mine is mine. One thing they did, and then I think they've done so well. That's why I say I always give credit. Is that at least when they cut the CD, they put my name on 2 of the songs, which is supposed to be 3 of the songs on that, or because they didn't bring the single out there. Top Girl, they didn't release it on an album, but it's my song, Full Out. And I bet you, I don't know any song on Kaki's album that would not be mentioned from DC Turn Up, Too Much, Top Girl, Tough Pantang. And I'm all in that. So that's the story. So if anybody thinks he's out there and he has a different thing, you should bring it up. I've always been ready to have that dialogue and then see if I had put in down a split sheet This is how the songs go to Kaki. And this is the contract, verbal contract. Lingua, you record one song for Kaki, you write one song, record one song for Kaki. You have one song. So I have a song called Dancehall Groove. If you know, it's big. People think it's Kaki's song because on the release date, the publisher published it, Kaki featuring Linguakat, instead of Linguakat featuring Kaki. Even my own song that I had end credit on, they were trying to tell me because I wasn't popular or I wasn't a superstar, so Kaki featuring Linguakat. How can you do this? How can you do this? After all I did, I mean, do I deserve all this? So a song, and I did over 8 songs. How many songs do I have from Jam Master J? 1. Who promoted it? Myself. You know? After doing all that for Jada Sparkles in the studio, and you know that Jada Sparkles girl is a blessing because everywhere she had gone, she would spill it. She would spill the beans. Unlike the other one that thought that they said because I wasn't popular, so she was supposed to go out there and mention Samini and Stoneboy. She kept drumming the Samini and Stoneboy thing, confusing the public about who even Linguakat was. My own credibility was even shumped because they were using popularity and whatever to overshadow the works that I had done. You know? So that's the Kaki issue with the Jam Master J and the whole high grade business. Yeah, you see, the issues are real issues because I wouldn't say that probably their bowl of contention is a lie, you know, because everybody has a look at things. I was invited to Asasiasi studio by Rodney King, who owned the studio, right? I was invited over with Jaamba to come and then have free recording sections and then have, I mean, a whole lot when it comes to studio management, recording time, promotion and everything. So that's how Jaamba, got to full-time association. When we went there, lo and behold, yes, we know that there was a clique in the foundation, and they were hip hoppers, and then we were reggae dancehall artists. One way or the other, something might have happened, you know, along the way that might have forced them out unconsciously, because the Asasiase high grade thing, even when the high grade came, it was still Asasiase. One thing people don't know is that Asasiase has never left Asasiase for high grade. High grade was like an upbreed of what Asasiase was, because then it had a superstar in there, it had a famous person in there, it had a big name in there as Samini. So the attention was skewed from what Asasiase used to be for and used to stand for to what Asasiase had become, whereby the top artist at the studio at that time was a reggae dancehall artist, you know, and then a main street commercial artist who had name for over years. So, yes, the grudge might be genuine, but the intention of we deliberately just switching from Asasiase to high grade would have been misjudged, because it came unconscious. Yes, it happened. I accept that we had people there and all of a sudden they were relegated and they had to be like washed away unconsciously. It wasn't done on purpose, like because we said no, we don't want to record any hip hop guy, because there was Nature. And I remember Nature was with Sir Cordier on the Kasahari show with Dr. Duncan. Those days when they used to do that Kasahari thing at Adom FM, on Adom FM. Nature was there. We had Nature, who was also a hip hop artist with us. We had Benefactor. You know, there were a few hip hop artists that stood by, but majority of them went because the main focus now became reggae dancehall. Not because it was done consciously, but unconsciously, and unfortunately, we had too many big reggae artists who were constantly at Asasiasi making sure that they were doing music business. And I think it really affected those that we came to meet, and probably that's the drift. But seriously, it was unconscious. I wouldn't say it was done purposefully to actually eradicate the background and the foundation of Asasiasi. So to no disrespect, yeah, I accept, not we, that yes, things went the way they did, but it was unconscious. With a heavy heart, I'll say Ghana music industry is no industry, because not because I'm trying to take shots, but even the way criteria are made out of Ghana music industry is funny. We have journalists, and then we have independent people doing independent stuff, and at the end of the year, these independent bodies, as musicians, are trapped under a scheme called Ghana Music Award, and they are awarded. So till that event pops up, that Ghana Music Award pops up, everybody is doing an independent thing. There are no record labels, there are no publishing houses. When I say there are no, there might be few. I say there are no because it's just so unseen, irrelevant, that it's just benefiting about 5 to 10 people. And with the musician population of about, let's say, 10,000, what we have are only skewed against a certain 20. Probably 5 gospel artists, 5 high life artists, 5 reggae dancehall artists, 5 hip life Afrobeat artists. I call them hip life Afrobeat because I'm thinking that now, because of the Nigerian influence, the hip life has turned into Afrobeat, you know? And we'll come to the Nigeria aspect later, because it's a fault of our doing, nobody's. So the industry itself is not there to start the whole thing, because we cannot. I don't think that we have. We have, how do I put it? We have something to show that we have an industry whereby there's a talent out there. Probably there are record labels out there looking for talents out there to work with. There are proper management teams, there are proper events, there are proper festivals. The tourism industry is ripe and proper. And then we are feeding the country with made in Ghana songs. For Ghana music industry to become an industry, we need to popularize Ghana music. Let me tell you what Ghana music is. Ghana music is not only when you sing in your local dialect. Wrong. It's out of the question. Language has nothing to do with who we are now in this world. Yes, you might have you understand, your indigenous way of speaking, but it doesn't stop you from singing and making sense to a crowd out there. You can sing in Spanish, please do. You can sing in French, please do. You can sing in Portuguese, please do. You can sing in English, do. Jamaican, do. Once you are loved, once you are enjoyed, once you are appreciated, you have sent something across. So music in its sense is not language bound. Now this is it. You can always show your identity in your music you do. Necessarily not making it a whole indigenous song. You can always have an element of where you are from in every song you do. And it's done worldwide. So now you can have an R&B with a jazz flow. You can have a hip hop with a jazz flow. You can have a reggae dancer with a jazz flow. You can have, dynamism, things that evolves around the place. So the problem is giving Ghanaians what Ghanaians build. Like gospel artists from Ghana, we give them so many of the artists. We play so many of them. We make sure we give them more than we can do for any person. Selling Ghana to Ghanaians, it's not wrong. I'm not saying don't play foreign content. No, I'm not against you playing few of these people, because music is enjoyed by everybody. If I say stop playing their music, it's bad. But I'm saying don't intentionally, it's because it's intentional, feed the people with outside content and turn back and say the people like outside content. No, you can't feed somebody one thing and say, oh, the person likes it. You have contributed in the person's taste. So what you do is that you feed your people for the industry to stand, for people to stream people, for artists to earn money, for people to know that there are gigs, for people to respect artists who are not even so popular, but yet musicians, is that we feed the Ghanaian with Ghana music, i.e. reggae, i.e. rap, i.e. hip life, i.e. high life, i.e. gospel, everything. You can't tell me the gospel is a Ghanaian genre. They are Jamaican gospel artists. You can't tell me a gospel. No. If you tell me high life, yes. Even that has its roots from somewhere. Now the boys are doing Afrobeat, and this cut across. You can play your whiskey, yes, but make Kwame Eugene big. Give more Kwame Eugene. Give more Kiddy. Give more Samini. Give more Stonebwoy. Give more Sugar Rankin. Give more Conqueror. Give more Osajefo. Play more, indigenous homegrown Black Rasta. Play more episode. Play more Jupiter. Play more Linguakat. Play more Jalid. Play more. Because the only thing you do is that you only make more people earn a living, and at the same time, you're making them survive on what they actually are made to come and do. And then you can have an industry. Because it wouldn't be now, when I go and play the song, they say play Nigerian song. You have fed them with the song. The availability of why they have it is why we are getting kicked out. But if we make ourselves proud by playing us more, come on, who do we serve? That's the industry. Hollywood plays more American stuff. There's British stuff, there's European stuff, but Hollywood intentionally wouldn't be playing British stuff. They will stick to the American stuff more, because they know taste is what you see and what the mind consumes. So once the person is hearing and is being repeated, if he's sleeping, he can even sing it. What are you telling me? You have sold a song for them. If you play Linguakat a year non-stop, everybody will sing Linguakat. It doesn't matter if the song is bad or the song is good, because I remember, always I cite this example, and you bear with me. When Kenai Soba released I Want to See You, My Father, it came with a video. The essence was to shoot a video that was popular. So there was this guy with his native instrument, looking natively. And then I want to see you speaking correct vocabulary English and singing in English. Because I Want to See You, My Father was in English. Nobody can tell me I Want to See You, My Father was in Dagbani. And that the Ghanaian didn't understand what the guy was saying. And that's why I say language has nothing. If you see a Ghanaian guy speaking patois and singing, and you can hear what he's saying, allow him. If he's good, allow him. That is where the basis comes from. So they were laughing. They thought they had a comedy. From nowhere, Kenai Soba became the biggest artist of the year, the most popular artist of the year, had the most concerts of the year around the world, by the same Ghanaians who thought they were mocking. They thought, when they heard the song, they were laughing. I Want to See You, My Father, they were mocking, they were laughing. They had made mockery of a song that was world class. The communication was clear. Kenai Soba was a great talent. The producers were correct, on point, and they knew what they want. So they gave Ghanaians what they needed. And today, Kenai Soba is one of the most sorted out artists worldwide. Big up anywhere you're there, Kenai Soba. Your thing shut. You understand? And that's what I call dynamism. Give the people the Ghana songs, play more Ghana songs, and we are good to go. Then we can say we have an industry. But for now, please, we are just doing something to please the the plenary. We don't have an industry. Ghana can do better. If we make it attractive, the investor will come. The investor will not come and make it attractive. If they come to Ghana and we have radio stations playing Ghanaian reggae artists constantly, and not trying to make Ghana, Jamaica. You see, this is what you do. You intentionally pump in what you want the people to feed on, and then they will choose who they want, what they want, and how they want it. And by then, you would have known that everybody or anybody in Ghana enjoys Ghana music. Then we have an industry. If today our fans are screaming and shouting for Nigerian content, we should know that we created that monster. Nobody did. We. If you go on TikTok and the TikTokers in Ghana are doing Nigerian songs, don't blame the Nigerians too much. Blame yourself because you are feeding it. If you go to Nigeria, I don't think they give full benefits for a Ghanaian song. Yeah, they might have a few, but they will not overdo it in the sense that what they have as in their brand will just wash away. I don't think any state will do it, and I don't think Ghana needs to do it. So, Mr. DJ, Mr. Promoter, when you're on the FM, please play extra Ghana music. I don't care who you're playing, but just play it extra, and then you see what you do. The magic in there. This is the way forward. Right now, we're not limited to only radio, television, as I would have said 20 years back, where we had to, by force, get airplay. Like you're saying, if we pay Facebook, or we have the idea about how the internet works, and then what we can actually derive from there, I think we'll put more of our promo spending into internet streaming and other things. You pay, and then you get promoted. Like they are saying, the payola they are taking, I understand why they're doing that. It's wrong because they're not getting paid and they are taking it illegally. But it's just like going to pay Facebook $100 to sponsor you and get wide. If you pay the DJ or if you pay the radio station and they'll log in your songs and play it according to what you've paid, at least, and you know you're going to get your royalties back, you know you're going to get all the respect back, and you're paying something, you generally go and do it. But now, the radio stations are not paying. That's why I told you we don't have an industry. We have not created an industry. You need to create it. You need to sell Ghana, to let Ghana love it in a way that now they want to spend on Ghana. Nobody is streaming. There are artists who have been in music for the past 25 years, and I can tell you, they don't even have a following of 1,000. Even on your WhatsApp, when you pick up your WhatsApp phone, I have about 2,000 or 3,000 people on my WhatsApp. If I tell you to subscribe to my channel, I always sometimes even don't get anybody subscribing because you're not Stoneboy, because you're not the popularest person around. You need to spend about 90,000 to maybe $1 million Ghana cedis to have that coverage, to sell yourself to a Ghanaian. There's no industry. It boils down to what I'm saying. Because the Ghanaian can't even appreciate the Ghanaian. You understand? We don't have our people to heart. We don't have too many people to rely on. So now the foreign content has taken over. And you are saying that events. If you're not playing Ghana to Ghana, how do you put up events? Are you going to bring a foreigner, pay him all the money, the dollars, and then after he flies the capital to his country or her country, and then Ghana is losing, and now they say debt restructuring? We have not been Ghanaians enough. It has affected us all out. And our music is not different from even our politics and everything that we do in this country. I can say the only most institution that is correct, it might be the Ghana Army. Because everybody knows that in every place, at least, what can only stand in Africa are the armies when it comes to discipline. But if they leave the rest of us, you know. So we don't have an industry. This is a problem. The DJ even doesn't know what he's about. He rather play somebody who he heard from than play you who he knows. And they are always even comparing you to the person that is out there. And one thing I like about Ghanaians is that they'll tell you that you don't have lyrics. You know why? Because you're not singing with accent. You might be saying the same thing, but because Your accent isn't like the Jamaican that he's always been feeding on. He says you don't have lyric. But the Jamaican will listen to you and say, damn, yo, that man here Ghana, man. So I'm always like, how come a Jamaican will listen to a Ghanaian man song and then love the Ghanaian so bad that he did, and then the Ghanaian will listen and say, oh, your lyrics, yeah, this. They are not, I mean, our population is so weak. It's not together. Like you're saying, the groupings and things. Go on social media. Go on social media. Our females are promoting foreign content with money they take from their boyfriends from Ghana. They are all over TikTok dancing to Nigerian songs unabatedly. You'll be so amazed. You know, I'm not targeting Nigerians, and I'm not saying that don't listen to Nigerians or anything, or don't listen to Jamaicans, or don't play. No, I understand that, but it's not their fault because there are no regulations. You know, in Ghana, one thing I realized that there's nobody monetizing what actual content is out there, and if people are being paid for their content that they produce. So it's so open up, it's so disorganized, it's so unfair, it's so unregulated that it's so difficult for the artists. It's so difficult for it. Sometimes I'm tempted to go off. I think even the appreciation of art, it's so hard for us. You know, they will say poverty, yes, but poverty is a mind thing. It's a mind thing. I don't know that people are so poor so they cannot enjoy music. They cannot enjoy flowers. They cannot enjoy art. They cannot enjoy love. I mean, you be poor, but yeah, what you're being fed on is number one. When I say there's no industry, the medium at which we're giving people what to consume. You know, the government should step in. On the other hand, I think the government has a role to play by making sure that they have control measures that actually, you know, not like force people, but actually streamline what content or which content stays on air for long. To encourage made in Ghana things. We always saying, I hate when on Fridays in Ghana is when people want to put on fabric, local printed fabric. I'm thinking that from Monday to Thursday, we should be wearing fabrics. And then on Friday, you can probably wear jeans. So that we reduce the over-reliant on foreign goods, the food we eat, the songs we listen to, the content of, you know, our controversial religion. You know, we are over Christian, over everything, foreign dependent. So we need to change, you know, going forward. We need to change. The government needs to be responsible so that laws, regulations are put in place to encourage made in Ghana, i.e. everything. Music would enjoy. Now record labels can come inside. They know that their investments are all well kept. They know that they have a safe place to invest. They know that there are quality talents here. People enjoy them. So that when they come, they have a reason to spend and to put in money to build on what we already have. You know, a Ghanaian, seriously, will only get a Grammy if we do strategic and purposeful investments with artists, not just a single artist, a spread of artists. Like Ghana Music Week, you pay Shatta Wale, you pay Stonebwoy, you pay Kwame Eugene, you pay them. Then you leave out Linguakat or Sajefo. You know that these are artists also that need funding. There's nothing in the cup. We still go into the big sea and then rain in there when the lakes are running dry. If we don't supply the lakes, how would the sea become what it is? We have to always think about letting the thing go round. I always pity when I see artists on bills in Ghana, and I'll say, not the major ones where you have the MTNs coming and the big companies coming, have the money to put in Sarkodie, Shatta Wale and the rest, not that. You have artists going on, you have like gigs going on around. Then you have about 30 artists on bill. And among the 30 artists, none, none, none enjoys a day of airtime, airplay of a song or the voice. And that artist is supposed to pull crowd. It's one thing I always baffles me when I watch them in quote and things. Yeah, the big artists are getting the promotion, so when the big artists come, the crowd responds. But when they bring an upcoming artist or a mainstream artist who isn't popular, the crowd is like that. It's because when we play Kwame Eugene, we play Patoranking, Wizkid, Davido, Kwamido, Samido, and we keep playing them. Then we'll come and play Samini. Then we play Two-Face, Inibia, Jimmy Rance, Kotti Rance, Shabba Rance. Then we'll come and play Episode. Then we'll play Samarans. How would they appreciate what you're playing? How would they appreciate Ghana? But play Kotti Rance, play Sugar Rankin, Black Messiah, Osajefo, Samini, Stone Boy, Shatawale. Then you come and play Burubanti. Then you go Black Rasta, Jahamba, Jalid, and see if your artists, musicians, will not be appreciated. Yeah, like the things you're trying to give them. Simple logic. Government needs to play a part. Industry players need to play a part. Fans need to play a part. You're on Facebook. You're browsing. You have an artist, a musician in your neighborhood. You know him. You share Stoneboy's artist. I'm not targeting these people. I'm just using this because they are top artists. Don't think it's I'm tagging them. No, it's not wrong to share a song. But I'm saying that you share it. Then you see your local artist, your neighborhood artist. You share that as well. You get a trick. The way the feeling you have to share Shatawale should be the same feeling you see your neighborhood musician that is good. You share or you make a post about the person. You sell that brand. You support that person. You stream the songs. Then we can grow an industry. We can have something to show the world that this is Ghana music. People will now come in and say, oh, how did you even do it? We thought it wasn't possible. How did you do it? How you then recently I heard one Michael Blankson say there are only 4 superstars in Ghana, and it's been overblown. Me, I'm not being rude. I think we have probably like 2 superstars. Shatawale is Stoneboy, and then probably Sarkodie. I'll give a man Samini the benefit of the doubt because he's my man and he's big. So I'll give him, but apart from that, I mean, tell me who is big. There's no huge artists out there because we have not made monsters out of ourselves. We have made monsters outside who are feeding on us. We have not made monsters inside who are feeding outside. Because look at someone like Kim Promise. Great artist. We're sleeping on him. Look at Jalid. Look at Ghanaian artists play more Ghana for Ghanaians. My call. Not in the month of March. Play it round. Sort out the best that we have. Encourage the ones that are coming through. Mix up with the ones that you think that are bashing. And give us Ghana for Ghana. And then just watch in the next 10 years what we will create. We will not need to bring Michael Jackson to fill up the stadium. We'll take Sugar Rankin. We'll take I1. We'll take Mulapama. We'll take Lipstick. We'll fill Accra Sports Stadium because even just where they are, Dansoman, Russia, will troop so much there that they don't even need to bring those people at the stadium. It's quite enough because we've sold us for us. Without that, this industry is the one that will suck and drain us to death. I'm going to advise. I'm going to say this. I think on camera, I've never made mention of these things. Like I'll start again. I said that if we don't play Ghana for Ghanaians, we lose because we'll not have anybody or anything to sell to. For the young artists, why they are not getting recognition is that even most of their senior artists don't have the recognition. It's so porous. It's so porous in Ghana that the young artists don't even have hope because even the senior artists are hopeless. I always tell you that it's obscured. If you have money, you influence the system, your songs are played. You influence airplay and everything because people are hungry out there. They want monies. They will take your money and they will play. Take me as an artist, Linguakat. I have a video. It's out. I need to pay TV stations to play it. Then when I go there, I'm charged 5,000 Ghana cedis to air my videos for 3 months. And then after the 3 months, my 5,000 is gone. There's nobody who's going to show the video again. So if I don't have the next 5,000, the next 3 months coming, my video is off air. And that's just one. How many of these do you think, or what work do I do, or how do I survive that you think I can sustain myself as an independent artist? Right, when you go as a single artist, you're not being heard because they don't know the value of who a single artist is. They are always skeptical about us being what we claim to be. So there's no even listen of butter or anything. So this is what I say. We're in a neighborhood. We have 20 friends. Do you have the musicians? Do we have their songs on our phones? What's our ringtone? I mean, what music do we share to people? Who do we tell people to listen to? Are we proud of the people we are with? Those amongst us? Or we are always looking outside? You see, I don't know, but it looks like the mindset of the Ghanaian is always to always look outside. Then they are okay. Then they are okay. If you create it here, no matter how good it is, like or not like, they just push it away. Then we have those that have monopolized the system, those cartel, those have the money, those that have the recognition, those that have the funds, those that are now benefiting from the system that we're in. Don't forget that. There are musicians out there benefiting from this porous system, this myopic system that we're in. So they are fighting heavily and investing so that this system stays. Don't forget that. People are out there that you wouldn't make money so that you can shoot a video correct like them and put it out there. People are out there tarnishing your image because nobody's out there lobbying for you. People are out there and don't even know what to do. This other take as well. You're a university graduate, you're done. You went to do marketing. You've gone round, your CV has not been accepted. You have an artist that you know is good. You know, not that you don't know. You've seen, you've heard, you've seen this guy on the road. You don't come, team up, build a team and sell music. Do you think that we don't sell music? The more we play Ghana to Ghana, imagine you're in an area and you have the population of about 3,000. And out of the 3,000, you have 300 people that are ready to come and watch you perform and pay 1 CD. How much did you just make? That is support. That is how. So this 100 people coming out to just put 1 CD out, 1 CD out, is what will make you have the funding to shoot a video, to do your promos, to wear your clothing, to do all that you need to do. And then your career will be now a beneficial one. So one thing I keep saying, that let's keep doing Ghana for Ghana. Give them the songs. When you come and you're playing any foreign song, at least when you play 3, I should hear you play 2 more Ghana or your neighborhood song. I can't come to a studio and then somebody's playing Vibes Cartel full album and then I'm not hearing even the artist in the studio song. Come on. You have Vibes Cartel 3 albums and you don't have Linguakat 2 songs? And you think you've done the best by having Vibes Cartel? I'm not saying don't have. This is the catch. I'm not saying don't have Vibes Cartel. But anytime you have Vibes Cartel, you're feeding Vibes Cartel. So the money that you want to spend is spent on Vibes Cartel. So don't see Linguakat and ask Linguakat, oh Linguakat, when are you going to come out? You are listening to Vibes Cartel. Are you making me come out? Have you even typed Linguakat before? Say, oh, that guy on the street, he say his name is what? Linguakat. Let me see whether he has even a song. This guy every day is going up and down, saying he's a musician. What's his name? Kweku Menu. Type Kweku Menu. And now research about Kweku Menu. And I know that Kweku Menu is doing something. The whole system needs a mindset change. I'm saying, let's sell more Ghana to Ghana. Let's play more Ghana music for Ghanaians. Let's encourage our friends to come along and support us. They cannot just be our friends. We the musicians, we take friends that don't support us. It's bad. If you have a friend that doesn't support you, I'm not saying throw him out, but let him feel very unwelcome because he's not helping. You need people that, if not giving you money, they are sharing your songs. That's a whole lot of money they put in your pocket. They are talking, they've made a post about you. And see, even if you can't even come back with money and give them some, you will, because now it would have made you a brand. You stream that song. You go and click. Listen, that's why I said, you ask people to even click on subscription button for you, and they think you are not Shatawale, you are not anybody they see on TV, so they look. They even look at the message and then they ignore. Who are we deceiving? Let's support us. For us. If he's reggae and he's singing in English or when just take it as, yes, that is a style. Now enjoy what he's doing. Listen to his content. And give him a chance. And stop always putting impediments in the ways of talents and trying to always box them into being like somebody that you admire so much and you can't even enjoy what the fellow is giving. We need a mind change. I mean, we really need a radical mind change. And the way forward is getting everybody on board. Everybody on board. We also have to be creative in inviting people that loves us. Because one thing is always identifying the crowd that you have, the fan base that you have, and selling yourself for them. You should know who likes you. That's what I'm saying, that if somebody comes around you and you know it's not the energy, it's not the energy. If it's the energy, keep them around. Because in Jamaica, you go in Sizzler's house, they don't play Capleton 24/7. You cannot go to Judgment Yard and play Norix Man. You dare not. It's Kalanji all day. You like it or not. If I come to Jungle Yard, if you're not an artist in Jungle Yard, you're not heard. You can't even turn on your phone. You like go to Asasias and they are playing Celine Dion and I use my Asasias because it's my own thing, and they are playing Lionel Richie and they think, yeah, they're good, we like them, but what we're doing is us. Let's enjoy us too. Respect.
That this is the real Linguakat, not a copycat.
Yeah, let me do. And you be my baby, and you be my lady. Oh, I'll come and do that one for you, don't worry.
Yeah.